Poll for today. On balance, in your view, does international trade between countries help create jobs in the U.S. or cause job losses in the U.S.? Epic fail. Ocasio-Cortez claims D.C. parade was poorly attended, quickly realizes it was a bad idea. Apparently, a shoulder-to-shoulder event means poorly attended to outspoken Democrat Socialist Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez NY. She thought she was being clever. She was wrong. Her tweet. Trump spent millions on a poorly attended, one-day parade days after saying he couldn't afford toothpaste soap for caged children. Did he ask Congress for military parade money back? No. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Trump spent millions on a poorly attended, one-day parade days after saying he couldn't afford toothpaste soap for caged children. Did he ask Congress for military parade? No. Trump held these kids hostage to secure billions for their abusers. Congress needs to see that. Todd Starnes. Mom, you should really consider taking off a few days so you can seek medical attention. I'm certain that professionally trained mental health experts can get you back on your feet in no time. Oh, and you also might want to check your LensCrafters prescription. https:///11471287263727247367. The reason Ocasio-Cortez is followed so closely is because she doesn't know what SHE's talking about. Here's just the latest example, where the Democrat Socialist actually takes a strong stance in favor of capitalism. Every Morehouse class of 2019 student is getting the student debt load paid off by their commencement speaker. This could be the start of what's known in econ as a natural experiment. Follow these students compare their life choices w their peers over the next 10 to 15 years. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Every Morehouse class of 2019 student is getting the student debt load paid off by their commencement speaker. This could be the start of what's known in econ as a natural experiment. Follow these students compare their life choices w their peers over the next 10 to 15 years. Virginia Krutter. This amazing act of kindness brought to you by a billionaire, and the capitalist system that made his billions possible. David Webb. Good for the students, but Robert F. Smith didn't make his wealth in a socialist society. He worked at Goldman Sachs, left and built Vista Equity Partners that is worth over $4 billion and manages an estimated $30 billion. That's called capitalism. Tony Kinnett. Sure is nice that a billionaire could pay that as a gift to these students. Glad no one called them all evil or anything. John Rambo. People can give things to each other voluntarily. Who knew? If freshman Alexandria were 35 years old today, there's probably a decent chance she'd be running for president. She already has the momentum and name recognition despite only being a member of Congress for a few months. During a recent podcast, AOC admitted she thinks about running for POTUS every once in a while. AOC spoke with Yahoo News' Skullduggery podcast Sunday about a variety of issues, and the conversation eventually turned to her thoughts on the 2020 election and her own sights for higher office. I don't know, I really don't know, the freshman congresswoman said of her next steps in politics. I think about it every once in a while, but this is pretty hard already. She wouldn't discuss any specifics, and instead deflected with I just want to be useful. Skullduggery. Watch vid clip from the latest Skullduggery pod. AOC answers the question, are there any Republicans you can work with? Listen. Share this with your friends and family.